Are electric cars really the future, or we are just falling for the hype? From price tag to pollution, performance to power bills, we are breaking it all down. Watch the video till the end and you'll get your answers. Alright, let's start with what everyone looks at first, the upfront cost. Let's say if you are buying a Tata Nexon EV, you are looking at a price range between 14.5 to 19 lakh. Now compare that to a petrol version of the same car. It starts at just 8 lakh and goes up to 13 lakh. That's the difference of up to 6 lakh more just to go electric. And yes, diesel cars like Hyundai Creta can also cost up to 18 lakh. But even then, the entry point for EV is still higher. So out of the gate, petrol and diesel seems like the better deal. But don't switch tabs yet because things start to shift when we talk about subsidies and running costs. Here's where EV start getting a boost. In India, the FAME 2 subsidy gives you up to 1.5 lakh off on certain electric cars. On top of that, many states waive registration fees and road tax for EVs, which can save you another 30 to 60,000 depending on your location. So if you are in a state like Maharashtra or Delhi, your total savings could be rupees 2 lakh or more right at the time of purchase. That means while the EV still costs more, the gap is now smaller. Instead of 6 lakh more, it could be just 3 to 4 lakh more. And now we can start asking, does it make up the difference elsewhere? Now let's do the math for 5 years of driving, say around 75,000 kilometers. EV use electricity at about 1.2 rupees per kilometer, so for 75,000 kilometer, fuel cost turns out to be 90,000 rupees. And petrol and diesel cars use fuel at around 6 to 7.5 rupees per kilometer, so for them, fuel cost is around 4.5 to 5.6 lakh rupees. That means with an EV, you are saving 4.5 to 5.5 lakh just on fuel alone in 5 years. And it gets better. EVs don't have engines, gearboxes, or exhaust systems. No oil changes, no spark plugs, so maintenance is much cheaper. Estimated maintenance for an EV for 5 years is around 20,000 rupees only. For petrol and diesel, it can go up to 60 to 70,000 rupees. So, total 5 years of saving on an EV is around 5 to 6 lakh rupees, which means you are already covered that higher upfront cost. Further, let's talk about the planet, how clean these cars are. EVs have zero carbon emission while driving, but the battery production emits about 8 to 10 tons of carbon upfront. If you take a period of 10 years, total emission is about 15 to 18 tons. And if you talk about emissions from a petrol and diesel cars, the total emission for them is around 25 to 28 tons. So even though EV emissions are higher at start because of heavy battery production, they catch up in 3 to 4 years. Also, every kilometer you drive on an EV is cleaner compared to petrol or diesel, especially if your power comes from a renewable source of energy like solar or hydro. Now, let's compare charging versus refueling. This is one place where petrol and diesel still win. Fueling up a car can take only 5 minutes, but charging an EV can take 1 to 4 hours, depending on the charger. So, for long drives, charging can be pain. Therefore, for longer drives, more than 500 kilometers, petrol and diesel still is the best option. But EVs are insanely fun to drive. Instant torque, smooth acceleration, quieter ride, less vibration. Even an entry level EV like Nexon EV can go from 0 to 60 in just 5 seconds. That's a sports car territory. So, yeah, when it comes to driving feel, EVs take the win. People worry about EV battery life, but let's look at the numbers. Most EVs today offer 8 years of warranties on battery. Real world reports show that only 10 to 20% of degradation in batteries after 6 years. Battery replacement today costs around 4 to 6 lakh rupees, but it is dropping fast. In contrast, petrol and diesel cars need regular maintenance, clutch replacements, engine repairs. You know the drill. So, while the battery is expensive, but EVs have fewer things that can go wrong. Now, at last, let's talk about the resale value. Right now, petrol and diesel cars have the better resale value. People are still nervous about buying used EVs, especially with concerns around their battery health. So if you plan to sell in 2 to 3 years, petrol or diesel might hold the better value. But if you are keeping your car for longer term, then resale gap hardly matters. Now it's your turn. Would you go electric or stick with the petrol or diesel? Let us know in the comments. We'd love to hear your take. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like and share it with your friends. And of course, subscribe to GaddiNext to support our hard work and get more smart comparison just like this one.